Hey everybody, welcome back. So, it's beginning to look a little bit more like an airplane wing now. I got the flaps and the ailerons temporarily mounted. That's taken me probably 2 days of aggravation and checking back and forth to make sure that I got the dimensions right, and this is just the first step of that. But I'm pretty pleased with the way it's come out so far. There is a lot of dimensions that they want you to pay attention to. There should be about 1/4 of an inch between the flap and the aileron, which I have. And then the overlap should be the same on the inboard and out here on the outboard side. You can see where the aileron rib overlaps, comes a little further out. That should end up being about 11/16 of an inch, which I have. And then that equals out on the inside also. I'm right now, as close as I can figure out, I'm about 6 thousandths out of center. I think that's close enough. That's less than the thickness of 2 pieces of printer paper. So I think that's going to be okay. The big project was making sure that I had the same amount of overlap inboard and outboard, and getting the hinge plates, as you can see, they're just clamped to the wing rib itself up in there, just temporary. But make sure that these all lined up across, and the dimension from the trailing edge to this had to be exactly 8.5 inches, because the trailing edge becomes the reference line that everything is measured from. The flaps ended up being 10 inches from the trailing edge to the center of the pivot bolt. And then the flaps over here, get it, 9.5 inches. And then not only having that so that that was rotated to the right position, but then to also make sure that it was spaced correctly, both inboard and outboard on the wing. There is one more thing that I had to check. If I can do this here without falling off the ladder here. Prop this up on my shoulder. I made up a bracket, a little piece of scrap metal in degrees. And I was supposed to have about 30 degrees, thereabouts, of both up and down elevator. And you can see I've got more. I've probably got like 33 degrees. So I'm pretty happy with that too. Some of that is going to change once I get the leading edges put on the flaps and the ailerons. These then get adjusted both in, out, up, or down to make sure that it becomes a nice smooth surface from here across. This is a little bit high on this one. That will get adjusted after I get the leading edge put on. Right now, these are just about as perfect as I can get them. These will get drilled, riveted, and epoxied on here. So that is yet to come. That'll probably be the next thing. Everything else is looking pretty good now. And I'm glad that I've got that along as far as it is. One other little project I worked on is that I made myself a little portable bandsaw. I just made up a bracket that bolts into the top of my Makita portaband and clamps into the vise, and then put a little table on it, and I ended up with a small bandsaw. I have one, but it's somewhere back there, and I'm not going to go climbing to find that. So that's kind of what I got right now. There is a little bit more adjusting that I have to do on the pieces before I start epoxying and riveting. I hope to get that done tomorrow. And once I get the riveting done, then leading edges can go on both. And so that's getting really close to being done with the flaps themselves. So that's what I got for now. Thank you for liking and subscribing if you do. I appreciate you watching. Anyway, have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.